Oh. Oh, the game's already on. Oh my, okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, I just updated random stuff. Okay, I'm talking through the screen. And I didn't mean to. Hello, everyone. I think we're playing episode 2 of Scarlet Hollow. I have no idea why we are dropping frames, sir. I couldn't wait for chapter 2, and I'm gonna be busy, and I need to stop coming up with excuses as to why I can't put out content, because that's what I'm here for. And I have anime hair apparently. And also, by the way, I'm gonna fix the game sound, don't worry. I was wait. It might not have any audio because there's literally no audio. I was gonna mess around with my camera, but I'm not gonna do that right now. We are capturing Scarlet Hollow and all that stuff. I'm sure my mic is incredibly loud on some people's setups. I'm sorry. I'll do my best. I really need to turn the music off on my phone, but I don't think you guys can hear that. Sorry if you can. But yeah, this is chapter 2 of Scarlet Hollow. Hello. How are you? Good time of day to you, or time of night. Anyway, I hope you're having a good time. And anyway, yeah, it's Tuesday in the game. Yeah. Yeah, all right. Yeah. So we did a recap. I'm probably going to reload that for you guys. We did a recap of chapter 1, and I snuck and I played that off of stream. Yes, I know. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to load it again. And then, yeah. I did save the game, so we're good. Would you like to see a recap of episode 1 before you start episode 2? Alright, you guys, we're going to do a recap. Boom. Also, please resub so I don't cry. Alright, the funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother, and your aunt seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I should have brought my water bottle. Hold on, I'm gonna, Hold on. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. So, what do you say? Want to tag along? I think we're going to the forest. Oh yeah, hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky. That sort of thing. Thank you. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. I'm gonna get some water, you guys. I'm gonna hydrate. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Dude, I was just watching something. Literally, I was just watching something about this, horrible disease. Trigger warning, by the way. That, these animals get, and you can't really do anything about it, but like stuff growing out of their face, and there's like nothing you can do about it. But it's not lumps like that, it was like sticks. Ugh. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so this part is where I chose to save Gretchen over the chicken. Literally. The dog versus the chicken. Because this creature was trying to grab our friend. So. Alright. The stupid gunshot in the game always, like, scares me. I mean, I guess it's supposed to, but... Okay, so then we're, like, panicking. Everybody's, like, panicking and going, like, okay, what do I do? And, yeah. Make sure she don't get into no more trouble. Yeah, it's like they're talking about me. It's like they know me, you know. Yeah. Welcome home. Well, thank you. I was hoping someone would say that to me. Okay, then we're talking about ditchlings, a type of ghost called ditchlings. By the way, welcome to story time, you guys. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I couldn't wait for chapter 2, so... Alright, from the relative safety of your cousin's uncomfortable guest bed, the events of your past seem like something that happened to someone else, though you can still clear... Oh my goodness. Though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments, for now you're safe and you're warm. Tuesday morning awaits. Okay, so now we're current. We're like caught up on what's happening. I will finish chapter 2. I will handle my business. Then I'll probably go to sleep, genuinely. It is nighttime, but, you know, I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to be about it. So I'm coming out with chapter 2 for you guys and snipping this into parts. And I got to remember everything for, like, YouTube and all that. So yeah. Please follow on YouTube. The link is literally on the screen you're watching. And you can resub on here if you have not, so I don't cry. Yeah. Why? Please don't make me cry. Alright. So, Tuesday morning awaits. We're gonna wake up. You open your eyes, the sun has risen, the birds are singing, you are still alive, and for now, you are safe. What do you mean for now, bro? Your gaze wanders across the room to the window in the woods beyond. You wonder if the monsters are lurking there right now, just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the crumbling estate. Why y'all gotta put the vibes out there like that? You could have just been like, it'll be safe, I'll be good. But instead you're just like, oh, maybe there's monsters. I don't know. A familiar unease settles into your gut, tangling into a knot of anxiety, wriggling as the events of last night play out in your head. You can't help... Oh, I don't have my... Oh, yeah, I do have my... You can't help but remember Duke slumped against a tree, pieces of him scattered across the clearing. Dude, come on. Why... You're not sure if you'll ever feel okay again after what you've seen, but you can't stay in bed forever. It do be like this sometimes, dude. Like it. Hunger pulls you from the clammy depths of the mattress. You can refresh yourself on events of previous days by using the journal icon in the quick menu. Okay, so previously... Excuse me. So we need to periodically check our journal and yeah. So I'm going to actually look out the window. You creep towards the window, careful not to be seen by whatever might be lurking in the garden. For a second, you thought you saw movement. It could have been an animal. It could have been something else. Whatever it was, it's gone now. Leave the window. Maybe you'll head out there and investigate after you finish waking up. Poke around the closet. Great, the doll didn't move during the night. Shoot, I forgot about the doll. Maybe it isn't haunted after all, though after everything you went through yesterday, that's hardly consolation. You turn back to the rest of the room. I can check on the opossum. I'm gonna do it. Ah! Ah! You open the drawers to check in on the little opossum. Oh good, he's still here. That's nice. Yeah, I was low-key hoping he was here too. So I reached in and pet him and he played dead. You leave him to his theatrics and close the drawer. Time to start your day. You're back in the kitchen. Frou eyes you from her favorite spot on the counter. Excuse me, ma'am, but may I pet you? Part of you hopes that flattery might win her over, as silly as that might seem. You are, after all, talking to a cat. Frou merely flicks her tail faster. It doesn't look promising. Oh, shit. I'm making her upset! Hey. Did you know the police called me this morning? You've only been here one day, and you've already had a run-in with the cops. Yeah. Oh, I got all these answers? Yeah, because it's me? Dude. Oh, I found out how to, like, take the box off of the screen. Oh my goodness, look, we got a full picture. Look at the cat. Look at the cat. Look at y'all, look at the cat. He just looks done with me. Like, he looks done. Look. He is over it. I wonder if, like, if we made, like, any of this interactable, would this, like, floor thingy, like, be alright? Or would it, like, go away? Or, like, could we find loose things under the floorboards? But, yeah, it's good as it is. What can I say? Trouble follows me wherever I go. Yeah. The cops said you called them up there for nothing. So it sounds more like you're looking for trouble. There was nobody. No blood. Nothing. Some old farmer went missing and you and Stella worked yourselves up in hysterics. She has that effect on people. Me? Can I hang out with you today? It's like really just like irritated with you and goes, can I hang out with you? At the mines? No. I've got to get to work, but just stay out of trouble today, alright? I'll try and be back by sunset, and I expect you to be here. I don't want to hear complaints. Just do what I ask and we won't have any more problems. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door. Sunset. I know, I'll be doing everything cool at sunset. Can y'all see my earrings? I know, I'm beautiful. Alright. Your cousin huffily exits the kitchen. Her footsteps fade down the hall, ending in the characteristic creak, then slam of the front door as it opens and closes behind her. Blam! Y'all heard that? Once again, you are the only human in the estate. Time to start your day. Well, I could do what I was told if I wanted to, but you notice how they low-key put adventures in bold to tip me, y'all? You see? I could investigate the garden, but first we gonna make a peanut butter jelly. You quickly scrape together the ingredients and gobble up a delicious breakfast. And that's that. But what's all... Okay. Oh. Alright, that felt cool. It felt like part of an actual process. Into the garden. As your eyes wander to the garden door, you shudder, remembering the brief glimpse of something you saw from your upstairs window. No. It was probably just a raccoon, but the uncertainty of what you saw gnaws at you and compels you to investigate, if only to prove that it was nothing. Y'all, I'm gonna do my best to speak lower. I know some of y'all don't really have a problem with it, and I'm not really supposed to fix myself for anybody else, but I want y'all to be able to listen to me like in any environment. You dig? So I'll try. Y'all can't hear me, or if I'm too loud. Well, don't tell me if I'm too loud because I can't help it. God dog. At the very least, you don't... Well, I don't mind what you tell me. I can't control that. At the very least, you don't see anything now. Investigate further. You know my butt's not supposed to be out here. Like... I'm gonna go back inside. I'm scared. On second thought, you've been through enough in the past 24 hours. You'd rather not put yourself in another potentially horrifying situation. You head back inside. Time to figure out what to do with the rest of your day. Trying to clean the bathroom. If you're gonna have to keep using that ungodly bathroom, you're gonna have to at least make sure the surfaces have been bleached. Oh lord. You scrounge for cleaning supplies, finding a few dusty containers and spray bottles, none of which you recognize. They all feel like antiques, but they're the best you have. Armed with a rag and a trash bag, you set to work. It is a monumental task, and it nauseates you. Great sound effects. Even though it's gross and like we're in a bathroom, that's a nice touch. Like, it adds to like the grungy atmosphere. Y'all did good. It is the monumental task, and it nauseates you to think about just how many years of caked up dirt grunge. I forgot to like finish reading that. Hold on a minute, y'all. There we go. Sorry, y'all. It is the monumental task, and it nauseates you to think about just how many years of caked up dirt, grunge, and former fluids you have to scrub away to return some semblance of normalcy to the bathroom. Oh, I get it. I get it. Oh, wait. Return. Keen eye. That's one of our traits. You try not to concentrate too hard on what exactly... God, dog. It's going too fast. Hold on. You try not to concentrate too hard on what exactly you're cleaning up, but the empty bottles of blonde hair dye and piles of used makeup remover pads start to paint a picture of the person who used it before you. An older woman dyeing her once blonde hair, and applying a daily shell of makeup to keep the image of herself stagnant exactly where she wanted it. Berlin. Y'all don't be hating on Pearlan. Let her do her face like she wants. Let her doll it up if she wants. Makeup accentuates what you have, but you can't tell somebody like, hey, you can't fix your body up how you want. That's no. Okay. As you dump the overflowing trash can, you can't help but notice perched on top of the old bottles of hair dye a few freshly used napkins. Huh. They're covered in what looks like crusted bodily fluid. Ugh! Some mix of blood and unhealthy yellow pus. I like how they said, like, specified unhealthy. Like, that might be as much as you can do without a pressure washer and renovations. But at least taking showers here won't make you feel dirtier than when you started. It does look nicer. Y'all did good. But your admiration of a job adequately done is interrupted by the sudden heavy thunk, thunk, thunk of a metal door knocker, the sound seeming to reverberate its way down your spine. Someone is at the front door. Well, before you get the chance to decide whether or not to answer, it opens. Oh, don't do me like that. Oh, hey! Hey, Thibble! Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't scare you. No, you good. We're good. I've been thinking about what you went through all night. Oh, really? I brought some fresh tea. Let's settle in somewhere and talk. You and the old hippie make your way back to the kitchen. She gives one of Tabitha's few mugs a thorough rinse before pouring you steaming tea from her thermos. Now I know how to spell thermos the right way. The smell is amazing, a nostalgic earthly odor reminiscent of fall, or some people say reminiscent of fall, as if it was brewed with autumn leaves. Take a sip. You take a sip of tea. It tastes not unlike a rotten log, but somehow isn't unpleasant, like you're tasting a hike through dawn dip at woods. It leaves a refreshing citrusy aftertaste, like a cool breeze sweeping the leaves from the path the tea left on your tongue. Ooh, that's a mouthful, but the writing's very well done. I hope you like it. This is my new Shaga and lemon balm blend. I hope I said that right. If I didn't, I'm sorry. I love experimenting with local ingredients. What did you want to talk to me about? Step one, you say we need to talk. You walk, you say sit down. It's just... Alright, you went through quite the ordeal last night and are holed up alone, and well, bless her heart, but Tabitha hasn't I said bless her heart wrong. Well, bless her heart, but Tabitha hasn't exactly reclaimed this place since Pearl Ann passed. I feel like I'm inhaling cobwebs. I just told you that. I just remarked on, like, your cleanings. I wanted to check in on you. How are you holding up, dear? Really? Well... Why do you want to know? Because somebody needs to worry about you. Yeah, I know, right? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Y'all don't worry. I'm alright. And not in the way your cousin does. She's a very practical woman, that one, but not the most open to matters of the heart. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how I'm doing. So much has already happened, and I've only been here for a day. Hold on, I gotta put the hood on. Okay, wait, just one little baby second. All right, 1 second. All right. All right. That one. I don't know how I'm doing. So much has already happened, and I've only been here for a day. Valid. All right, let's move this along, because I really want to know what happens. Like, it's very chunky. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but like, I mean, as with most visual novels, because I guess, you know, it is an interactive game. I can't do air quotes with my bad hand, but yeah, I just want to let y'all know, like, if y'all was looking, I tried, you know, I wanted to have proof of that. But it, like, I get that, like, you need, like, pages and, like, basically, like, fluff, but what I wanted to say is this game, like, handles that really well. Like, it's not all, like, and then he opened the fridge 3 times, you know? Or the cheese was very good. Alright, so let's do the auto forward time. Sorry. Time. Okay. Let's do that. And yeah, we're gonna get it to go a little faster. Alright. So save this. Actually, let's put this right there. And we're gonna return a total eclipse of the... What? Alright. There is sound somewhere above you. A creaking floorboard betraying a shifting presence. There is something in the room above you. Sable, what you had? Alright. Are we gonna auto? Is it gonna auto? Alright. You heard that too, didn't you? Look at the cat. Just looking at me like I done did it. You should have been checking out that presence, old cat. You know, dear, I was planning to stop by the mines for a quick chat with your cousin. Maybe it would be a good idea if you came along. I don't like the thought of you being alone in this big house. Shit, you ain't gotta tell me twice. I don't know, dude. Like, when I go to write, or like, yeah, I wouldn't write. I can't, well, not with the way that, not with the town the way it is right now. There's another creek from above. Leaving suddenly seems like a very good idea. Do you think this place is haunted? Me with the question. Come on, dude. If it is haunted, I wouldn't doubt that you'd find out as soon as you were alone here for too long. Thanks for the encouragement. Come on, stop dropping all them frames. I got an audience. They kind of like me. It sounds to me like whatever might be here is already restless to have you to itself. Good lord! Why do you... I wanted to go see her anyway. It was going to get boring staying here all day. The art in this is really good, and I'm sorry that it's such a blanket statement and that I'm having trouble going into detail about it and stuff, but it's really good. Whoever did this, like, you did a good job. It's very comfy and serious at the same time. I appreciate your line work, and whoever did the painting or whoever made the artwork, it's really good, everyone. Neither of you waits around to see if the sounds will continue. You quickly make your way back to the door and out into the inviting autumn air. Say fall. Say fall. You're once again surprised by the freshness of the mountain breeze, your lungs having grown accustomed to the stale, dusty air of the estate, not realizing how much they were being suffocated. What you doing? Why are you looking at me? At least it's a pleasant day for a walk. There really is nothing like the mountains in autumn. Say fall. Please. It doesn't make a difference. I just wanted to be contrary. There is something comforting about the woman's presence. She exudes a warmth, her smile feeling like kindly approval, even though you feel like you've done nothing to earn it. Want to be my friend? Does she want to be my friend? You my friend? Yeah, she my friend. Oh. Do you know much about my family? Any history I should know about? Sure. Oh yes, everyone around here knows quite a bit about your family. You founded the town, after all. Your family and the history of this town are completely intertwined. Your great, well, I'm not exactly sure how many greats that would be. Some distant grandfather of yours started with the mine, which started the town. The town nearly collapsed into ruin after the collapse of 1918. And once again, your family pulled it back up. Now here we are. Chapstick. All right. I'm not sure what else there is to say. What do you want to know? This is giving me Loretta Lynn vibes. Don't know why. I hope no one's offended by that. Oh my god. Okay. So our mine is the whole reason this town exists? I'd say so. If it fails, I'm not sure anybody would be able to stick around for long. That being said, I suppose everything has to end eventually. One shouldn't plan things to continue on exactly the same forever. Is it really just me and Tabitha? Why are there so few of us left? That's a big house and we must have been loaded. Do you think we're still loaded? It's not really my place to speculate about people's finances, but you've seen the state of the place. I think that speaks for itself. She winked at me. Is it really just me and Tabitha? I suppose fate is crueler to some than to others, and in a lot of ways your family has been very fortunate. But the Scarlets have seen their fair share of death as well, maybe more than their fair share. The collapse? Like an economic collapse, or... We've certainly had our fair share of those, but no. There was a mine collapse in 1918. The town lost so many souls that day. Men and boys. This was before child labor laws came into effect in these parts. As if the collapse wouldn't have been bad enough tragedy on its own, there had to be children involved. It seems your family avoided most of the blame, especially since they especially since they managed to pull the town back together afterwards. Hard to remember to be angry at someone when they're the reason you have food on your table. Hey! Just change the subject. Well, let's go to church. I'm scared. Y'all need to take me to church. Is there a church in town? I feel like I could use some religion right about now. Yes, though it's not exactly in the best condition. It's a very, very old building, and I don't think any pastor has been able to keep up with the kind of maintenance it needs. Not many people go up there. It seems no one wants to pray in a church that's threatening to fall in on them. Girl, why? It's a church. You either go or you don't. My daughter also said she finds the current pastor creepy, but I think he's a nice enough young man. You should listen to your daughter a little bit. Or a lot of bits, you know? She might be picking up on something you ain't. Just struggles with people, which isn't in the best position to find yourself if your job is people. What the hell is that sentence? Why would I care what she thinks of people? Like, well, maybe I can find pieces of information that I need. I don't know. So is there a Mr. Sybil? Yeah, I'm nosy, yeah. There was, but unfortunately he passed about a year and a half ago, give or take. Why you ain't sad? Why you ain't still sad? I know you suppose life goes on and stuff, but like, you know, never mind. I was joking too much. Life up in the hills can be hard on people for all kinds of reasons, even if you never step foot in the mines. No stuff. Yeah. We're gonna ask about Tabitha, because I am the most curious about Tabitha. She works too hard, but I suppose that's the burden she carries, what with your family's mind to run. It can't be doing her any good, though. I'm sure that has something to do with her disposition. Bless her heart. What do you think of Stella? Such a ray of sunshine. Even with everything that's happened to her, she tries to smile through it all. An admirable young woman, if you ask me. Okay, so were you born here, and how did you wind up in this town? My family has been in these hills for generations, possibly even longer than yours. I married into the general store, though. Before that, we were just your standard hill folk. Kept to ourselves, fended for ourselves. That's why I know so much about the local flora. That kind of knowledge was vital for all the generations that came before me to survive out here. Alright, go on, go on. It's... Somebody put a stick... No. Just kidding. I was gonna say put a stick in her path, but that's mean. The two of you are interrupted by a woman jogging towards you. Joan, wonderful to see you as always. Have you met Carla? Yeah, have you met me? What's up? You be looking good, running. Sybil? Don't be talking to Sybil like that. And no, we haven't met. Listen here, Joan. Joan here is our resident doctor. Oh. And Carla is Vivian's kid, of course, in town for the funeral. I don't even know who. I put that together. Oh. I ain't flirting with her. She's not friendly. A doctor, huh? Do you know anything about weird little parasitic doughy creatures in the woods? Weird little... There's a situation unfolding in the woods, I'm afraid. It's a bit of a long story. Then let's not get into it. Unless it becomes my problem, I don't think I need to know about whatever that is. Y'all don't forget, please, to follow and subscribe both to YouTube and Twitch. Yes, it does cost you money every month, but you know, it be like that. And as always, I appreciate you. And you can also donate to the PayPal thing. It's there if you need it. Down there on the Twitch page. And I'm going to make a Patreon soon. Thank you. How is Reese doing? Any better these days? Actually, I think I already started on that, then got so worked up that I forgot about it. Dr. Kelly lets out a small, frustrated sigh. Listen here, Dr. Kelly. Alright. Frustrated with me. He's surviving, same as usual, you know that. Listen here, Dr. Kelly, we just been trying to ask you questions so we could clarify. Her son has a rare condition. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, she be stressing. Do you make a habit of sharing that kind of private information with anyone who wanders into town? Well... Tell him Kanika says hello. I get the feeling she and Stella miss seeing him. Oh, you know, since you're here, maybe we should set them up for a visit this week. Doesn't that sound nice? Come on, she trying to... Yeah, that's me. She's me. I can't even... Carla can come too. Everybody always says that. I'm always like, they're like, if you go, Carla goes down. I'm like, no. Sybil, they're adults. We don't need to set them up on play dates. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Set me up on a play date, bro. Come on. And you know how easy it is for him to tire himself out. It's not worth it. Yes, it is. Yes. I need to get home and get him his meds. I can't stand around talking all day. Yeah, you can. The woman starts her jog again, her pace faster than before, almost as if she's running away from the awkward interaction. Dude, yeah. Dude, I know what that's like. I'm sorry she feels that way. She's a bit of a brusque woman, isn't she? But her heart's in the right place. Hey, I keep trying to talk about something and the text just keeps going on, which is a good thing. But I'm gonna tell y'all something before like the end of the video. She was right. It takes very little time to reach the Scarlet Hollow mines. A humble exterior greets you at the place that made your family its fortune. Oh, snap. Your cousin just so happens to be at the gates, but it seems you aren't the only visitors she's dealing with at the moment. This is ridiculous. You can't fire me for having a damn cold. This has got to be some kind of, I don't know, rights violation. Oh, she don't look like she liked it. You aren't fired, Terrence. You're laid off. Cutbacks had to be made, and obviously, I am going to prioritize those cutbacks on workers who have a habit of missing shifts. Yeah. I had mono. I was puking my guts out. I couldn't crawl my sorry ass into that pit, and you wouldn't have wanted me there anyway, and you could only give us 3 days a year to get sick. It's a shit system. I need to move something. You don't have a note from a doctor. I can't just take you at your word. If you wanted extra sick days, you could have had them with the proper paperwork. Don't forget, by not showing up, you put extra pressure on your coworkers to pick up your slack, and that's not fair to them. And if you have a tendency to get sick like that, maybe you shouldn't be working in a place like this to begin with. Preach it. As for your lodgings, I'll give you 2 weeks to move out. Oh, mess. To hell with you and your damn mind and the shit house you had me living in. It'll all be better off a heap of rubble. The miner kicks the dirt in a final act of frustration but wanders off, leaving Tabitha standing steadfast at the gate. Sybil? Carla? What's up? What's up? What are you doing here? I wanted to have a word with your cousin here, and I had some business with you as well. Though it looks to me like you're busy, I wouldn't want to impose. Why don't you drop by the tea room sometime this week, Tabitha? Yeah, sure, I'll swing by tomorrow. Wonderful, I'll be on my way, but it was lovely catching up, Carla. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other around town. Yeah, you're right, it was good. I'll see y'all. The woman finally leaves and you're alone with your cousin once again. God, you're so unhappy. Well, so much for you not intruding on my work. Come on, I guess I'll babysit you in my office. Just don't make yourself a burden, alright? I have a lot to do today. What? Never mind. Hello to you too. Cut to it. Tabitha, this is urgent. Sybil said the things I saw last night are an omen of impending doom. Something very bad is going to happen in this town. It says banned. right here. And when I had longer hair, she low-key looks like me, kind of. Sybil says a lot of things. She's one of those tea leaf reading fortune teller types. I really wouldn't take her vague warnings seriously. Don't get yourself all worked up over what some kind of old lady told you about the end times or whatever she was going on about. What was all that layoff stuff about? There's nothing you have to worry about. Running a business isn't all sunshine and roses. In fact, it's almost never sunshine and roses. I cleaned the guest bathroom. BTW. You what? But there could have been important stuff in there. Sure, it was messy, but it's not like it was unsanitary or anything. What gave you the right to throw things away just because they look like trash to you? I don't appreciate people coming into my space and moving things around. Don't try to be helpful again, got it? It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. I know, I don't like change either. I don't like that either. No one deals with change well all the time. And I know the feeling. It was a health hazard. It was disgusting. As if Perlan used that bathroom until the day she died. And besides the sleep apnea, she was fine. Whatever. Hopefully you learned your lesson and we won't have to have this conversation again after you throw away precious family heirlooms thinking they're trash. Tabitha clears her throat, clearly still seething but trying to cover it back up. I have to get back to work. Try not to bother me. I need to concentrate. Well, you're welcome. She returns to her place behind the desk and proceeds to ignore you. As you settle in, you take in the details of her office. You're surprised to see a poster of what looks like Stella. She has apparently been banned in the mines. Oh, goodness. There's also a suspicious number of ordinary photos of her and Gretchen. Stella isn't the only likeness captured on the walls of your cousin's trailer. On either side of Tabitha's desks are portraits of older people, a woman, and an old-timey man. One looks like the pictures you've seen of Perlan, the other you're not sure, but from context you assume he must be an old relative. A shotgun hangs menacingly over the desk. A shotgun hangs menacingly over the desk. Besides that, there isn't much else to see. Why is there a poster of Stella saying she's banned from your property? Stella likes to poke around in places she shouldn't. She kept sneaking up here to film videos, or whatever her excuse was. Oh, why you don't leave my boo alone? As if that's not a lawsuit waiting to happen, so she's banned. I get it, kind of. Yeah. Do your workers only get 3 days off? Do they get vacations or? I don't need to discuss the intricacies of how I run my business with you. I'm the one making decisions. I'm the one who knows what needs to be done for this place to stay running. And I don't need someone who's never run so much as a startup to try and tell me how I should be operating. Goodness me, you got an attitude with me. It's okay, put me in my place. I see. It's not like I can take any time off either. I'd kill for 3 days. Are the miners working in the same mine that collapsed? Did they have to dig out people's bodies? Yeah, cut right to the chase. No, that particular shaft has been boarded up ever since. Most of the bodies weren't able to be recovered, not without the risk of making more. This is a difficult line of work. The men all know that. I learned there was a big mine collapse up here once. Do you think something like that could ever happen again? Of course not. That only happened because of someone else's negligence. We don't make those kind of mistakes, especially not with the current mining technology. Our family trusted a man we shouldn't have trusted. Charles Shaw. He cut corners, used cheap and damaged materials, and people died because of him. Well, then you just made him feel like the greatest guy in the world? So, we never hired someone else from the outside the family to help run this place ever again. And what do you know, we've never come close to having another collapse. I might be what people consider a tough boss, but I run a tight ship, and that's how you avoid accidents. God, you really talk a lot, don't you? I didn't like how you treated that man earlier. Pearl Ann always said your mom was too much of a bleeding heart for this job. I guess she passed that down to you. And that's why I'm running the mine, and why I'm not going to worry about what you think of the way I conduct myself. If I give these people an inch, they'll take a mile, and then everybody winds up out of a job because I couldn't leave my emotions at the door. But this Portent of Doom stuff has me worried. How can you keep focusing on work when there might be some catastrophe waiting around the corner? I don't know anything about monsters in the woods, but if there's some kind of doom coming for this town, it'll be because I'm not able to do my job. By the way, who are those people on the wall? I'm sure you recognize Pearl Ann at this point, and the other one is Enoch, our great-great-grandfather who saved the mine from ruin after the collapse. The idea was to have all the family members who own the mines up on this wall, but I don't think Pearl Ann was too excited to have Great-Grandma Eddie staring down at her all day, so we're missing one. Can't blame her. I remember that woman well enough to know why she wouldn't want the reminder. You never call Pearl Ann Mom. I'm an adult. I don't cling to the dynamics of childhood. And then the sounds of machinery are joined by another sound. The angry rumbling of your stomach. Girl, we done made a peanut butter and jelly. What time is it? The PB&J was not enough to sustain you this long. You require more substantial sustenance. Okay. Do you have any food? Tabitha size. If you really can't wait, then go find something at the cafeteria. It's the building with the big cafeteria sign on it. Try not to get lost. Oh, and bring me back something too while you're at it. They have mac and cheese I don't hate. You get up, leaving Tabitha's office and once again stepping out into the fresh air. That don't look fresh. This cafeteria sign is not as obvious as Tabitha made it out to be. All the gray corrugated? Sorry if that's the wrong word. Buildings look vaguely the same. You aren't quite sure of what direction you should start heading in. Go ahead and save it right here, because this is a location change. Get directions from a nearby group of miners. You approach the nearest group of miners. You could cut to the chase and ask them where the cafeteria is, but you are here among the workers, unsupervised. What's the harm in asking if any of them have seen anything unusual? You got a reason to be bothering us? Hey, I'm Tabitha's cousin. Yeah, we know. Me and Davis were in the diner yesterday when you popped in. How can we help? See anything weird lately? The miners look you up and down. Weird how? Like, weird animal sightings? Nope. You been talking to that townie? The one the boss gave a lifetime ban to? Yeah, she's like a Bigfoot YouTuber or something. Her videos are actually pretty good. But, you know, now that I think about it, it's pretty weird. I've been seeing... excuse me. I haven't been seeing many animals at all lately. It used to be I'd see all sorts of critters. Now it's mostly birds. This is your first year up here, ain't it? I'm not used to the seasons changing. All the animals are hibernating, that's all. I don't know. She's got a point. I've been up here 5 years now and ain't never been like this before. Ah, maybe it's that global warming then. I think they're calling it climate change now. Weird noises coming from the woods? Not a peep. We're underground most of the day, though. You know, I heard something unusual the other night, though it might have been an owl or something, but it didn't sound right. It was an owl. You're just not used to the local wildlife yet. Sorry about the noise, y'all. I don't know what fell. I've got a couple of other questions. I'm looking for the cafeteria. I'm going to do you a favor and not tell you where it is. Oh, come on, Zax. Go easy on her. I am going easy on her. The calf is slop. You're better off grabbing a bite at the diner, only good establishment in town. I don't know. The mac and cheese is pretty decent. The mac and cheese is the only thing that's decent. We all know why that is. Come on, let's get out of here. Our shift's about to start anyways. So much for getting a straight answer. The cafeteria remains a hidden treasure, and you remain without a map. Approach another group. Well, if it isn't the boss's cousin, can we help you with something? Trying to find the cafeteria? Oh, sure, it's right over by... It's hard to find, I'll take you. Sure, get your brownie points. Later, man. Come on, let's walk. The hard-faced young man starts walking along with you in an anxious energy in his step, and he escorts you to a building where a cafeteria sign was definitely much smaller than Tabitha made it out to be. You line up at the streaming piles of subpar food. Undoubtedly made as cheaply as possible, judging by your cousin's business practices. Still, it smells good enough, and you find your mouth watering in anticipation of the bland offerings. Hold on, let's change this a bit so it doesn't feel like it. There you go. Now can we... So you're up in the big house with the boss this week. I just wanted to know if you've seen anything strange. Strange while you've been staying there. The man's voice is quiet and nervous. Like a mining jacket? Is there anyone up there with you? A man, maybe? Last name Wayne? There's definitely something up there, but I don't think it's any mortal man. So you have heard something? You gotta find out if it was him. Sam Wayne has been missing for over a week and nobody around here seems to give two shits about it. Least of all, the person who probably saw him, which just so happens to be your... Oh, are we talking about a certain young man who may or may not have caught the boss's eye? That Sam Wayne fella, wasn't it? Whatever. If anyone asks, we never talk. Got it? I don't want to disappear, too. What's got that kid so grumpy? It's like he never heard of a guy running off because he got broke up with before. Yeah, I've skipped town over less. Oh, it's my lucky day. They got the chicken and dumplings. What do you guys know about this Wayne fella? All I know is that a certain someone got invited with somebody he shouldn't have, and nobody in camp's seen him since. I figured he'd just run off in that big mansion with his belle. The thought of a strapping young man like him with that sour-faced broad always left such a bad taste in my mouth. As if you wouldn't fall on your knees if a woman of means showed the slightest bit of interest in you, or any woman at all. Fair enough. Wait, are you talking about Tabitha? Yep. You'd best get going. Wouldn't want that hot meal to go cold. No reason to stay here any longer. Right. You step back out into the weak sunlight, clutching the containers of various beige flops, and start making your way back towards their trailer. But you don't make it far. Something stops you, a strange uneasiness, a feeling of being watched, the smell of sick flesh. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Carla, I wish you could have stayed at the estate. Well, me too, you know. It's dangerous here. Well, protect me. How can you protect me if you got that thing over your head? Do you need help? It looks like you're hurt. So you aren't afraid of me. Everybody has that like reaction to me like, no, I'm not really afraid of nobody. Good. Protect yourself before worrying over others, Carla. Stop telling me what to do. There are other forces at play here trying to pull you in their own directions. It do be like that sometimes. Good looking out. Good looking out. Thank you for... They've already made things more difficult for us both. I hope you have the strength to survive what they intend to put you through. What? For both our sakes. Oh, goodness. I'm the only person who in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. Yeah, you sound like... Okay. Alright. Look here. Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. Look here. Yeah, where were you while I was in the woods? Watching, I would have stepped in if you were ever truly in danger. What? Walk back like nothing happened. Yeah! Alright, you casually continue on your way, returning to the hill where Tabitha's trailer is perched. She meets you at the door. Took you long enough. What? Was there a long line? Can you take me back to the estate? I don't think I should be here. What? It's the middle of the workday. I'm not going anywhere. I have meetings and emails and a very complicated spreadsheet that needs to get done, and your cousin's attention is suddenly drawn elsewhere. She stares past you, focusing on something in the distance. Is that Bella? How many times do I have to tell her she's banned before she understands what that means? Tabitha shuts the door and you both march your way down the hill. Down the hill! I don't know. As you and Tabitha approach, you're able to pick out snippets of Stella's conversation with the miners. Ditchlings? My grandma used to tell me stories about them. Claimed she saw one once, and that's why she always had such bad luck. Johnson, I think that's the boss storming over. Is it now? Sure is. Suppose that's our cue. Pardon us. Tabby! Carla, hey, I was just trespassing. Well, yeah, but I have a good reason this time. Shit, I knew we needed to look out. Is there someone talking to you through an earpiece? Kanika, is that you on the other end? Stella hastily removes her earbud, muffling the other voice. Sorry, Tabby, it's just an Oscar's kid. Rosalina has been missing since yesterday, so we decided to ask around to see if anybody'd seen her, and while we were at it, we were also seeing if anybody had encountered these things we saw in the woods last night, ditchlings, that Sybil said are like little Mothmen foretelling doom. Stella, and also, there's this guy called Wayne who used to work here and who Kanika says is super creepy and sick, and Stella, yeah? Just stop. Stop talking. It's not like I was filming or anything. I'm barely there, I promise. You are standing right in front of me. You are extremely here. Why didn't you check the usual teen haunts for that kid? The Maxwell Police or the gas station or whatever, anywhere but here, where you are explicitly not allowed to be. I mean, it's the site of one of the worst catastrophes that ever befell the town. If there's another one coming, it makes sense, doesn't it? That's what our research pointed us towards, at least. Our research? Who's we? You and Kanika? Yeah, she would think something awful was going to happen up here. She hates me and everything I stand for and thinks the town would be some bustling utopia if I wasn't around to ruin it. No. When, in reality, we both know it wouldn't exist without me. Whatever you're looking for, you're barking up the wrong tree, so please just go somewhere else before Tabitha once again trails off. Both she and Stella have noticed a girl with a dark braid and glasses sneaking along the ridge. It's Rosalina. Kanika, we found her. She's headed up the hill. Up the hill. She's not headed for the old mine, is she? The one that collapsed? Oh, we better go after her before somebody gets killed up there. You've got to be kidding me. No, this is great. I'll just go let her know Oscar's looking for her. Then we can get out of here. Bye, Tabby. See you around. Stella hurries after the girl, disappearing over the hill. Damn it, I'm never going to finish my spreadsheets. Nobody needs to be playing around in those mines. We'd better go break this up. You can vaguely hear voices emanating from the boarded up entrance to the old mine. They went in. Does Stella have no sense of self-preservation? We have to go in there, don't we? I don't like the thought of you walking around an abandoned coal mine, but I'd rather not leave you out here unattended while it gets dark. You should be safe enough with me there to guide the way. Sure. You don't care. Or you're pretending you don't care. Sure. Wanting to keep me safe. Tabitha huffs her way up to the mine entrance and disappears into the darkness. Alright, follow. It's the only option we have. You follow her and enter the mine. The inside of the mine is warmer than you'd expected, the air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and Tabitha to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. And then I'm going to return. See if we can... I take it you know which mine we're in? This isn't the one that collapsed 100 years ago, is it? The one that killed a bunch of people? The one that killed 168 people. A man named Charles Shaw decided it was okay to use faulty wood for support struts, and the entire mine came down. It almost ruined our family. A lucky few died instantaneously, but for most of the souls who perished here, it was slow and agonizing. Trapped under rubble and left to slowly succumb to crush injuries or burns or dehydration. It took a week to clear out most of the rubble and recover the bodies. The few survivors who were dragged out were never the same. I can't say I blame them. You spent a lot of time thinking about this place, haven't you? I have. There are still bodies down here that were never recovered. 168 people climbed down to their deaths that day, unaware of the hand they'd been dealt until they were literally buried by it. None of us know the price we have to pay until our debt is due. Tabitha's ruminations are interrupted by a thunderous knock, echoing from deeper in the mine. Oh God, the mine's about to collapse, isn't it? If I thought that this mine was about to collapse, neither of us would have set a single foot in here. That's probably just some delinquent looking for a lifetime ban for my property. Come on, it came from this way. Tabitha hastens her pace and quickly disappears into the mine. Alright, so follow her. You take a deep breath and follow suit. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal and dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Echoing through the tight corridors, you and Tabitha can pick up snippets of a tense argument. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca, it is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Come on, kiddos. There's some real spooky stuff going on in town right now. You shouldn't be hanging out down here. We're not kids. Yeah, we're teens. Well, you look like a bunch of kids to me. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? Oh no, I know that isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you. Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even doing here? Looks like we found our trespassers. I still can't believe that. Stella managed to drag Kanika out here. She avoids me like the plague. Let's move on, they're close. We can get into all like the personal stuff later. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageways give way to a small cavern. Within, a group of teens engages Stella and Kanika in a heated argument. All of them are too caught up in the moment to notice you or Tabitha approach. Hoodie girl. The hoodie people. Where is the hoodie girl? Where is the hoodie girl? My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe and we can hang out here whenever we want. Listen here. Wait, Becca, I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month. Correction, your mother was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has the job in the morning. What? Oh, shit. Oh, hey, Tabby. And Carla, I guess you two caught up to us. Yeah. Hanging around with Tabitha today, I guess. Well, at least maybe you two can talk some sense into these kids. They clearly don't respect my authority. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hey, don't talk about us like we aren't here. We can hear you. Alexis, don't butt in. I'm trying to make a point. Do none of you understand what a boarded up mine interest is supposed to mean? It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for human use. Oh, come on. This place is way sturdy. Check it out. Good lord. Y'all gonna break the duck. The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps the strut on the ceiling. Oh, was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? Oh my god. Zane, cut it out. You're embarrassing us. I'm sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think he realizes how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things. No offense, Rosalina. None taken. The other 8th graders, are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're smart. And chill, too. I read that all backwards. Enough! The damage is already done. Now, leave. I am putting my mother in the ground this week. I do not have the patience to deal with children. I can't believe I actually agree with Tabitha about anything, but this is the worst place I've ever seen in my entire life, and I would like to see the sun again before I die. Oh, come on, you guys. It's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous things all the time, and I still do dangerous things now. Who are we to tell them where they can hang out? I don't know who you think you are in this situation, Stella, but I own this mine. It is entirely within my rights to tell them to leave, much like it is entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban from my mind and a clear enough message for you? Hell yeah, Tabitha. Tear the sad 20-something to shreds. Hey, I'm defending you and I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around in the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. But you're sad, so what? Give it a few years and you'll be sad too. The passage of time is inescapable. Look, we just wanted to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now. Yeah, tell them about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. They've got a hot plate and a couple cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better. I don't care about your home life. If you're gonna do your underage drinking, go do it in the woods. Just get off of my property. Tabitha. Look, Rosalina, I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for all that. He's a good guy and he cares about you. He thinks our house is haunted. Oh. Wait, what? And I should care because? Because it's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to you to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think you can, say that about other people's families. Isn't that, bullying or something? Shut up, Zane. Back up. He says it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me before. I could investigate. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it, like I'm still a little kid. You're all children, and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would be pulling 12-hour shifts in this exact mine. If it weren't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might have some actual character. Exactly, Rosalina's not that mature anyways. She still sleeps with stuffed animals. Hey! That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know. Arrest my case? Wait, what did you say about child labor? How do you know there isn't a ghost? Me. Why are all the adults in this town such weirdos? There is no ghost. There are no such things as ghosts. Oscar is just lying. Yo, what if we break in and bust the place anyways, just to be sure? Oh my god, Zane, you can't bust a ghost if there is no ghost. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't break into her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we can figure out how to bust it if it's actually real, and if it isn't real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina could always stay over at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. I don't care, and I can't believe I wasted this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. You hear that, Miles? We're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung or gets crushed by rocks or meets any one of the terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Look it now, we done. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. Hold up. I gotta get some water. Now we done broke the whole mine. That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella. Didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? Ooh, excuse me, y'all. It's Tommy knockers for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we've got to check it out. They're an old Cornish myth named for the knocking sound you can sometimes hear in the mines right before a collapse. Oh, thanks. Some say the knocking's a warning, while others say it's the spirits themselves bringing down the mines. Stella? I mean, that's not all they do. They're also sometimes just mischievous. Stella. Oh. I know, but weird stuff's been happening around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher. Do you have no sense of self-preservation? I want you out of here, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby. You can come along, too. If you guys are going after something spooky, count me in. Nobody's going deeper into the mine. Nobody is staying in the mine. You're all leaving. Please listen to Tabitha before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks. Here we go. Here we go. They all been a... It will not. You hear something over the sound of Stella pleading with Kanika and Tabitha, something like the shuffling of feet on stone and the whispering of mischievous teens. They be up in there trying to... Like a one... No. I'm just messing. You turn to see Becca and Alexis gone, and Rosalina anxiously hovering in front of a small tunnel in the cavern wall. She freezes as you notice her. Rosalina, get down from there. You gonna break your glasses and stuff? Shaggy looking like Bugs Bunny having a good time on his shirt. Yeah, I know what you be doing. You turn to see Becca and Alexis gone, and Rosalina anxiously hovering in front of a small tunnel in the cavern wall. She freezes as you notice her. Say nothing. You say nothing, silently locking eyes with Rosalina, and she inches back towards the tunnel, then quickly crouches and disappears into the darkness. Hey! Wait a second, where'd 3 of you run off to? Are you kidding me? Look at the dog. Unbelievable. Wow, Kanika, maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off, and I've been zoning it the whole time we've been here. They must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips in there. Stella, stop sneaking into my minds. Please, I am literally begging you. If only all the tunnels down here were wide enough for adults, we could have already been done with this little mess. But no, there just have to be remnants from a bygone era. Didn't you just talk about how child labor was the good old days a minute ago? I was trying to get you to leave my mind. Look at the kid. Look at he's so mad. Becca's head pops out from the tunnel's entrance. We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here a million times. What the heck? What the heck? They tricked us. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Whatever. Come on, you two. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think I know where that tunnel rejoins the rest of the mines. I'll go look for them, and I want each and every one of you to take note of the fact that I'm doing that. If those idiots get themselves lost and die, I am not letting their families sue me into the ground. Are those really your priorities right now? Yeah, do you have a problem with that? I want the rest of you out of my mind. Except for you, Carla. I'm not letting you out of that. What? Yeah, sure. I could never fit in that tunnel anyways. They have crossed a barrier that I cannot, so my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever, I still have to do my dailies anyways, and the service down here sucks. I'll happily escort these two knuckleheads out. No, you are not about to weasel your way into this, Stella. Oh, come on. I've been down here a ton. I can totally help out. Tabitha sighs. There's no way of getting rid of you, is there? Fine, I won't waste my time arguing. We could just all leave. What's the worst that can happen? Do you need me to start listing things off? I'd prefer to resolve this issue without word getting out if possible. Again, I don't want to deal with angry parents trying to sue me for their own negligence. Inspiring. Aw, don't worry, Carla. It'll be fun and safe. I'm sure that's exactly what you told her last night, and we all know how that ended. I'm coming along, but I want to stress that it is against my will and better judgment. Yeah, me. Noted. Let's not linger any longer than we have to, shall we? Want me to take Gretchen with me? I don't know if it'll be easier to cover more ground without her. Yeah, that's probably for the best. I don't want a repeat of last night, and who knows if we'll have to do any climbing. I'll see you on the other side, hopefully soon. For sure, we won't be long. Cool, can't wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow. Kanika, Miles, and Zane head towards the entrance of the mines, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the remaining teens. Alright, no dawdling. We should be able to catch up with them if we go this way. You and Stella exchange a glance as Tabitha ventures forward. Oh. As the three of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. Becca, why are we doing this again? I thought you thought Tabitha was, like, really cool. Why are you trying to get her all mad? Look how she's looking at me. Girl? We're doing this because Tabitha is really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around, so we can't just let her boss us around. Oh, you hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. I can't believe she used to hang out with a nobody like Stella. Aww. Hey. I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? I mean... not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice TM, and I make plenty from ads and donations. Press on. Another knock closer interrupts your thoughts, followed by another, followed by another. Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as with kids? It's not just you. Okay, really, that knocking is starting to freak me out. Come on, Rosalina, it's just mind sounds. Did you guys see that? No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. I saw it. Shut up, there's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. I knew coming down here was a bad idea. Those kids are gonna die and then we're gonna die too. Nobody's going to die unless you start panicking. Get a grip on yourself. I can't. We're in a mine. What did they see? Tommy knockers. It's not Tommy knockers. They're probably just jumping at their own shadows. You said it yourself, Stella. You said it yourself, Stella. I messed up them words. You said it yourself, Stella. As soon as they got out of our sight, their bravado would vanish into a puff of smoke. It's probably just rocks falling somewhere deeper in the mine, which is also bad, for obvious reasons. Are we sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us? Yes, I'm familiar with all the old maps of this place. There should be a central chamber not too far from here when everything joins back up. We're getting closer. Let's keep moving. As you progress deeper in the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. No way, dude. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the echoes of terrified teens, their panicked arguing bouncing down the pitch-black corridors. And here we are. The tunnel they crawled through passes through the chamber below. It shouldn't be hard to find them once we get down there. I've never been this far in. Congratulations, Shelley. You got what you wanted. Tabitha crawls up the ladder and disappears over its edge. Alright, let's do this. She hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. Are we going into the pit? You walk to the ladder and climb down. I'm pretty sure this is the way back. Come on. Pretty sure? I thought you'd been down here before. Okay, maybe I didn't get this far in, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Hurry, I don't want to be down here anymore. I think it was actually this way. Oh, shut up. No one even wanted you to come with us anyway. Back up. Yep, they're close alright. Good thing they're so damn loud. It sounds like they're really lost. The voices around you, those of the teens and your companions, sound odd. Distant. Step forward. There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. Walk towards it. Good Lord! You don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest. A desperate need to perceive and be perceived. Yes! Wrap yourself in the darkness of the pit. Hey, are you alright, Carla? Bear witness. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there. Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates. What is going on? Whoa! It broke! Oh, is it like a flashback thing? Oh, Lord! Are you alright? Kind of. Oh, thank God you're alive. Did it look like you had a seizure or something and then you and Tabby just conked out? Probable. I'm fine. Ugh. You can barely open your eyes. You're not fine. Is that what they be saying to me? Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourselves while you're still recovering from whatever that was. I'm going to get you both some help. Be back soon, I promise. You fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. You raise up your elbows, head still swimming from the visions, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Through it, you once again hear the panicked voices of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors. Becky, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. If you're so sure, then why don't you just leave? I can't believe I let Alexis talk me into inviting you in the first place. Becca, I'm just trying to help. I said go. Okay, I will. Alexis, you don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Pick a side, Alexis. I'm sure Becca knows where we're going, so she wouldn't just lie. I'm sorry, Rosalina. The increasingly desperate voices of the teens are drowned out by the thunderous knocking. You can practically feel the ground shake beneath you, and you can almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of the hellish sound. You can't help but notice the timber struts around you trembling as if they were being struck by inevitable blows with each knock. They are all that stand between you and the many tons of rock over your head, and they suddenly seem terribly fragile. God, that knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell just happened? The knocking is getting closer. We're leaving? Rosalina appears in the passageway to your left, out of breath and teary-eyed. I'm so sorry I suck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think I was cool. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. I done told y'all. I don't know what the hell is up with this knocking, but that is the sound of a mine collapse. Quick, up that ladder, both of you. Wait, Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't just leave them here. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Do you have a death wish, little girl? This isn't a movie. The best thing we can do to help those girls right now is to not be buried alive ourselves. Take Rosalina and leave. Oh! I'm so sorry, but there's nothing we can do about this. People who know what they're doing can go back for them after we're all safe. What if they don't make it? What if this is the only chance we have to help them? They already crossed that bridge. You can cross it too if you want. I don't care. Rosalina hesitates for a moment. Alexis, Becca, the way out is this way. If you just follow my voice, you'll be able to make it out. Okay, let's go. Aww. She grabs your hand and the two of you start climbing. This way, come on. Your cousin moves with the kind of swiftness you'd expect from someone who'd spent her entire life working in and around coal mines. Becca, Alexis, can you still hear me? The knocking drowns out Rosalina's desperate shouts as the three of you crawl closer and closer to the entrance. I'm so sorry I left you guys. It's deafening now, as if someone were trying to break through the walls with fists of iron. Alright, come on, y'all. You continue to push forward, your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. Then comes the sound of splintering wood. You pick up the pace. The entrance is so close. I'm so sorry. Aww. And there it is. Freedom. The three of you manage to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mine come crashing down. Oh, crap. Okay. Alexis, do you think the other two, maybe they got out? It's possible, right? Maybe there's another entrance or something. Or maybe they're still alive in there? Oh God, I'm so sorry. Rosalina, are you okay? Your dad's on his way. He should be here any minute. I'm so sorry. I'm going back to camp. I'll be back with the men and they can start digging. I'll call Earl. It takes a bit of time, but eventually Tabitha arrives with 2 men and a machine to start digging through the rubble. You, Stella, and Kanika are afforded a quiet moment to yourselves as the others get to work. Hey guys, I don't think she's quite ready to talk just yet. What happened down there? Oscar, Carla pulled her out of the mine collapse. We don't know what happened to her friends. You mean Carla Scarlet? Oh, that's my name? No way. Rosalina told us about how your house is haunted. I think she was just trying to get away from that. Rosalina told you that? Yes, it's true, but you have to understand there's something in that house. We believe you, Oscar. I couldn't let it hurt her, and since I didn't know how to get rid of it, I set up a back room at the library for us. Just until I could figure out how to fix things. I know she hates it, but I thought it would be better for her. Instead, it just drove away, staying with friends, not checking in. And now this, it's all because of that house. And because of me, because I haven't been able to fix this. I just wish she could understand. We'll totally help you get rid of your ghost. Or more likely, we'll figure out what the non-ghost thing it actually is. Either way, though, we're here for you. Thank you guys, it really means a lot. I shouldn't have kept this to myself, but I was so afraid of seeming ridiculous. Dad, you must be so mad at me. Oh, Rosa, no, of course I'm not mad at you. Do you think that maybe they got out? Maybe there's another exit somewhere? Rosalina. I should have pushed back harder. I knew the way out. I should have made them come with me. I just don't want them to be dead. I'm so sorry, Dad. You don't have to be sorry. You're alive and you're safe. But we couldn't have gone back for them, right? We wouldn't have made it out if we went back. We had to make a choice. It's best not to regret it. It's just not fair. Why me and not them? I know how difficult this is, and you can be upset for as long as you need to be, Rosa. I think the best thing you can do for your friends right now, until we get them out of there, is to enjoy the life you have. I know I haven't made that easy for you, and I know you've been frustrated with the choices I've made. But I'm going to do what it takes to move us back into our house. We're going to have a good life again, Rosa. I'm sorry I didn't do this sooner. I'm sorry this is what it took. Dad! Roll in the case. We'll be okay, I promise. I'm going to take her home. I'll see the 3 of you tomorrow, and thank you, Carla. You have no idea how much I appreciate what you did for Rosalina. As Oscar and Rosalina leave, your cousin exhaustedly saunters over to you. Alright, Carla, my men are set up to start digging. Let's go home and get some rest. Now, hold on a minute, Miss Scarlet. Mind if we have a word with your cousin? Miss? In private? Okay, fine. Just make it quick. And don't you dare try to pull anything on her. She did nothing wrong here. Ladies, I'm afraid that means you too. Don't you need to talk to us? We witnesses too. Oh, sure, but that can wait. We know where to find y'all. What a coincidence running into you 2 nights in a row. This is my colleague, Deputy Derrickson. Pleased to meet you, Carla, and apologies for my absence yesterday. It was my special bowling night, you see. A man has to have his me time. But I was briefed on the events of last night, even though we're still not sure if what went on could be considered a crime. Duke has been missing since then, though we found neither hide nor hair of him. Could be he's just on an extended hunting trip. It wouldn't be the first time he's done something like that. I was told the footage showed his supposed body, but we couldn't get that camera working, so there's no way to confirm until we track him down. Now, I understand both of these were terribly unfortunate accidents that had nothing to do with you being in the area, but as officers of the law, you have to understand that we get a little suspicious when we see the same face multiple times in a row. And we have to ask, What exactly were these teenagers doing in a shuttered mine owned by your family? And why were you down there with them? I knew they were gonna say that. You've got to understand where we're coming from. 2 kids, 15 and 14, are buried alive down there, and maybe they're dead and you were on the premises. Whether or not that was merely coincidence remains to be seen, but we've got to do our diligence here. We saw some teens sneak into an abandoned mine, so we went after them. We were just trying to do the right thing. Of course, very noble of you. Pardon our questions. We're just trying to gather all the facts, you see? Just being thorough as our duty as officers of the law. Well, if there's nothing more you can tell us, I suppose you can go on about your evening. But we may be in touch. Have a good one. Deputy Derrickson tips his hat to you. The 2 officers wander back towards the mine. Derrickson taking notes as they examine the scene. You make your way towards Stella and Kanika. I just can't believe 2 nights in a row. Is it my fault, Neeks? Stella, no. This is just an awful coincidence. It's not your fault. Oh, hey, guess the cops are done with you? What, are they going to take you in for being present at an accident? Sorry if they gave you a hard time. Small town cops, you know. Always blame everything on drifters, even acts of God, I guess. Excellent. You didn't get arrested. Now come on, let's get back to the estate. I'd like to get some rest before I have to deal with the fallout of everything that happened tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Carla? Tomorrow? You've already ruined my evening on 2 consecutive nights, Stella. What do you think you'll be doing with my cousin tomorrow? We're going hunting at Oscar's, remember? We talked about it in the mines. You were there. Ghost hunting, excuse me. I didn't think you were serious. Fine, if we're gonna keep running into each other, we might as well all have an open line of communication. I don't have Stella's number, so Carla, you should make sure you do. Oh, sure. You give Stella your contact info. Don't worry, I'll only use this newfound power when it's truly urgent, like inviting you over for breakfast. Keep me posted on what she's doing. Let me know if that ghost hunt actually happens. It's weird that you care about what she's doing so much. Clearly, I have to. Come on, let's go. Tabitha starts walking to her car, pulling you by your arm. See you tomorrow, guys! You can practically feel Tabitha roll her eyes as she drags you to the car. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. Why do you treat Stella like that? Didn't you 2 used to be friends? It was a different time in my life. I just wish she'd get that we're not in high school anymore. I'm a different person than whoever she thinks she knows. You and Kanika don't really seem to get along. She pushes my buttons. Is there some kind of history there, or... No. Now quit talking. I need to focus on the road. I'm doing terribly, by the way, in case you wanted to know. Yeah, me too. I've got to focus on the road, though. Do you think Becca and Alexis are okay? We won't know for days at the earliest. Their parents should have kept tighter reins on them. I never got into any trouble like that when I was a teen, and I have Pearland to thank for it. Hated it at the time, but that strictness paid off. Ugh, what am I telling you this for? You can tell me stuff. I'd like to know more about you. Maybe later this week. I don't have the energy to get into it right now, but I think I'd like that. Remain silent. I've got to focus on the road. Sorry about today. Tabitha doesn't answer. Did you hear me? I said I was sorry. This is what happens when people bother me at work. Things slip through the cracks. I don't appreciate being dragged off like that. It's been a long day, Carla. Are you really going to make a fuss about me bringing you back to the estate? How are you holding up? Poorly, but I'd really rather we didn't get into it. Ryan's silent. Alright. Your eyes wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha sink back into the silence. Yeah, I know that. I ask all the questions in these games. Oh, the estate looks oh, the power went out? You once again cross the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure it's the precursor to a horrifically stressful week. I'm going to bed, and I suggest you do the same. I'll see you in the morning. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated. Turn in for the night. You head up to your room and turn in. Whew, this novel is thick. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Y'all, these are those things, right? Y'all, these are those things, right? Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. No way! I saw them again too. No way! Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree. What the fuck? These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there's more to them being here than the mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight. You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes even as you stare down at the ominous picture on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, your thoughts drift to Alexis and Becca, terrified and alone, if not already dead. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Oh, it's the cat! It's the cat! Just the cat. It's always just the cat. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep. I know, right? I was wanting to cuddle up on someone a couple weeks ago, and then the cat just cuddled up on me, and I just went to sleep. Because, like, the cat got that I was a little bit lonely. And I was like, you're a good cat. Like a downstairs. This is the end of episode 2, and episode 3 awaits. Proceed if you dare. So it seems like each episode is like exactly 2 hours long, which is good for these episodic episodes. And I'm super happy to see you guys. So I'm gonna overwrite these saves. So we have one from Monday. I think they're separated by days. So Wednesday, November 5th, 2025, 2030. Monday, chapter end. And then we got Wednesday, November 5th, 2025, this date. And then Tuesday, chapter end. So yeah, I think it goes by days. And there are 4 of them right now in this early access thing. I'm going to go because I've read 2 chapters. I'm going to edit this a tiny bit, but you will see both episodes on YouTube. If not tomorrow, well, if not tonight at the latest, tomorrow morning. I get up much earlier than I used to, so I'll have much more time to invest into streaming. Alright, I really appreciate you guys. We have hit the 2-hour mark. I will be putting these videos up soon. I really appreciate you guys, and as always, I really enjoyed myself. I hope that you like story time as much as I do. These are my favorite things to stream. Yeah. I appreciate you guys. Keep it silly and be kind and be good to yourselves and to each other. Yeah. That's it. That's it for the day. Yeah. Okay. Good night, everyone. My apologies if the video doesn't automatically go up, but you will see this for the day tomorrow. Don't forget that you can follow me on YouTube. You can subscribe on YouTube, follow and subscribe on Twitch as well. All of the other links, like X, Instagram, Twitter, all that, I don't even remember which ones I have, so I have to go through those links and post the ones that I'm normally on. But I don't really do the whole social media thing. Like, I talk to you guys here, and like I have social media to keep in touch with people, but at the moment it's not my primary focus. But yeah, good night, everybody. I'm going to stop streaming now. Thank you for everything, and don't forget to follow and subscribe and stuff. Thanks. Good night.